Welcome to the 8th round of the Blitz tournament. Now we are playing one of the strongest players in Serbia, especially in Blitz, the man who has 3 GM norms and very close to achieve Grandmaster title. He's also my good friend, and in this game I started with a first move, e4. He wanted to mock me for the content and he played d5. I take, he takes back, so we enter Scandinavian, queen d6 line. To be honest with you, on this level I'm not usually facing Scandinavian, so I'm kind of playing out of logic this variation, knight f3, g6. So I thought that my bishop could be fine here to target the queen in the future. And that's the reason why I played g3. He played bishop g7. And now directly, bishop g4, bishop f4 is normal move here, the purpose of g3. Maybe not a best idea because you're exposing the light squares. I went bishop g2 and he actually knows a bit of this and played queen e6. So now he blocks the castles, as you see. On the other side, I can't trade the queens because trading the queens in Scandinavian is not a good approach. I went a4 to, see what's in his mind. Because I want to go knight b5, block the queen, and also threaten something around c7. That's the first thing. Second thing, it's useful to grab the space on the queen side. Now he's thinking a little bit what he should do, because if he plays c6, then I have this move, maybe bishop f1, and then queen needs to go on b6, then I can play a5, grab even more space. I'm gonna reroute my bishop. That's the purpose of not having the g3. Like g3 is actually not good in Scandinavian. It's much better to have your bishop on e2 or c4. He just went castles. Normal logical move. Now knight b5 is possible, but after c6, knight c7, queen a5, and that will be game over. So that will be a huge blunder. I can't play that one. I went a5. He went bishop f5. The point of a5 is, just to even grab more space and not allow queen b6 if I want to get out with my bishop. That's the purpose of that one. I won bishop f4. So we have very static normal position. His idea should be to go something like c6, rook d8, I guess knight e7, developing the knight. Or maybe rook d8 first and then to go something like c5. But he needs to deal with the pawn on c7. So that's why he went queen e6, which is actually not a best move. It's a little bit inaccuracy. Because I can go knight e5 now. And he doesn't have any of these knight g4 ideas. I can simply take on b7. And f6 doesn't work because there is the move bishop d5, which wins the game on the spot. So after queen e6, I picked a little bit passive line, knight e2. He went knight e5, I went bishop d2. The point is I just want to stay solid. Later on bring my knight on f4, play c3, and has enough advantage for the rest of the middle game. Bishop h3 here now doesn't work because of knight g5. Bishop d3 is not possible, so first I'm gonna go castle to not allow bishop d3, because that one could be also annoying if I go c3 early. Now I'm expecting some c5. This is very direct move, because he wanna open up this diagonal. But he went bishop e4, and since I was rushing for castles, I completely missed one simple move here, and that's knight g5. And he actually reacted during the game, and he was like, no one will gonna see this. I just went castles here. We're joking. Yeah, this is official game, by the way. He went queen f6. Generally, the quality of this middle game is suspicious, but it's at least for fun. Queen f6 targets on f3. So, have to be careful now. I don't want to play knight e5. He will take on g2, expose my king on the light square. Rook a3 is a nice move, defending the knight this way. But it's not easy to handle, to see. Usually everyone here would start thinking about knight f4 because that's the most logical move. That's something I'm calculating. And now I just went directly knight f4, challenging the knight on d5, and I'm fine with these trades because now the pawn on a5 actually make a lot of purpose. A lot of purpose staying there. Because at some point I'm threatening a6, and if this diagonal gets open, white will have some pressure on the queen side. Now simplifying is of course going in my favor, developing my pieces. Instead he went knight c6. I just went c3, so consolidating my pawn structure. Now this looks beautiful. And I'm ready for some trades, or to play rook e1 and queen e2, put a pressure on the inline. My pieces are much better and I own the center. So white is definitely better here. He went for e5, but you see his face. He was like, oh, is this move really good? It's kind of suspicious because all sort of capture seems like going in my favor. I can take, and if he takes here, I can take on e5 first. He takes back here. I go rook e1. I pin the bishop. I took on e5 with the pawn first, and he went queen d8. And at this point, he just wanted to move the queen out of the possible threats. I went e6, trying to destroy the structure. He took on f4. I took back with bishop. And now he just simply take on e6. So I have definitely advantage here, even if we enter the endgame, because this bishop is restricted. There is a bad pawn on e6. I played queen e2. He went directly queen d3, offering the trades. I take, he take back, and I just went rook e1, putting the pressure on that weakness. He went e5. That's just simply pawn, so I just take it. And I'm also threatening now the knight, also bishop d5 check, so he take on e5, I take back with my bishop. And he obviously doesn't like the position, so white is much better here. Bishop takes, rook takes, activating my rook. Rook b8. That's actually a purpose of a5. I went rook d1, he went bishop f5, I went rook c7, he went c6. And I expand my pawns on the other side, rook f7. Trying to control 7th rank. I don't want to trade rooks because my rooks are more active. So that's why I play rook e5. He went rook c7. a6, trying to destroy the queen side. He take, I played rook c5. He went rook b6, I went rook d6. Now all pieces are into the attack of this pawn, and their rook and their pieces are very passive. So now let's get on the king. Rook e5, king f7. h4, grabbing some space. I want to play h5. He went rook b5. And now, of course, we no trade rook e3. And after c5, there is bishop d5 check. That was a blunder. King g7, rook e7, king h6. And now we simply win the piece. Rook takes, rook takes, rook takes. We have a lot of trading. And after bishop g8, it's kind of over. King h5 takes, king goes out. Check, king f3, rook f7, king e2. Now we simply take on a7, rook b6, and now there's simple tactic. Rook takes a6, sacrifice. Rook b1, king g2. He tried something like g5, give a check, then another check, then rook e2, king d3, and now we simply win the rook with a winning endgame. Okay, that was it. Funny game. The quality of the game is bad, of course, but who cares? Win is a win. That was about 8 round. We have still 1 round to go. We are getting back on track, and I'll see you in the next one.